Some motivational speakers tell you, discipline equals freedom. Others talk about pushing past the limits of your mind. These voices understand something. You have to be dangerous before you can choose to be safe. You have to build the beast to push past limits set upon you. But here's what they won't always tell you. Becoming a beast without learning to control it doesn't make you a warrior. It makes you a liability, a danger to yourself and everyone around you. The Bible understood this thousands of years before modern fitness culture existed. Better a patient person than a warrior, a person who controls their temper than one who takes a city, Proverbs 16:32. Better than a warrior, not equal to being a warrior. Better than. To take a city, you need to be capable. You need to have that strength, that power, that force. But the man who can all control that within him, he's greater. Right now, you're building the beast. Every rep, every drop of sweat, every moment you push past what your body says is possible, you're becoming capable, dangerous, strong. But strength without control is just violence waiting to happen. Performance psychology tells us most people operate at a fraction of their true capability. They've never pushed to find their real limits. They've never built the beast, so they never face the real challenge, controlling what they've built. Train yourself to be godly, for physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promise for both the present life and the life to come. 1 Timothy 4:7-8. Train yourself to be godly, not weak, not soft, godly, which means strong enough to be gentle, powerful enough to be merciful, capable enough to choose restraint. Listen, self-control, what the ancients called temperance, is the hardest character trait you'll ever develop. Why? Because it's a two-part process that most people never complete. Part 1, build something worth controlling. Get strong, get disciplined, get capable, become dangerous. This is where most people quit. They stay weak, then wonder why self-control doesn't matter in their lives. You can't control power you don't have. Part 2, master what you've built. Learn to restrain it. This is where warriors fail. They build the beast but never tame it. They become strong but not controlled, powerful but not disciplined. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Galatians 5:22-23. Self-control, last on the list because you can't skip to it. You need love in your heart, joy in your spirit, peace in your soul. Then, and only then, can you exercise real self-control. Not the white-knuckle kind that breaks under pressure, the supernatural kind that holds under fire. Elite performers understand discipline. They wake before dawn. They push through pain. They do what others won't. But here's what the Bible adds. Discipline without direction is just suffering. You're not building strength for strength's sake. You're building it so you have something worth surrendering to God's control. A weak man who never loses his temper isn't practicing self-control. He simply has no temper to control. A man who can destroy but chooses not to, that's biblical temperance. The 3 battlegrounds, your thoughts, your words, your physical appetites. And here's the key. You need a strong mind to control your thoughts. You need a strong voice to control your words. You need a strong body to control your appetites. Weakness doesn't equal control. Control equals strength under submission. Right now, every muscle fiber is screaming. Your lungs are burning. Your mind is negotiating. This is the beast you're building. The capacity to push through pain, to endure discomfort, to do what others won't. But if you leave here and use that strength to dominate others, to prove something, to take what you want because you're capable, you've built a beast and become its slave. Jesus had 12 legions of angels at his command. He could have called down fire from heaven. He could have destroyed everyone who mocked him, beat him, and crucified him. He had the power, unlimited power, and he chose restraint. Do you think I cannot call on my Father, and he will at once put at my disposal more than 12 legions of angels? Matthew 26:53. That's not weakness. That's the ultimate display of self-control, having all the power and choosing not to use it. High performers talk about the accountability mirror, looking at yourself and being honest about who you are. The Bible said it first. If anyone thinks they are something when they are not, they deceive themselves. Galatians 6:3. But here's the difference. The world wants you to be honest so you can push harder. God wants you to be honest so you understand you need His help. You can't white-knuckle your way to self-control. You'll master your eating and lose control of your spending, master your anger and lose control of your lust, master your body and lose control of your pride. Self-control is a fruit of the Spirit, not a fruit of your discipline. Your discipline prepares the soil. God produces the fruit. This is the mission of Legion of the Lamb. Build people who are strong enough to be gentle, powerful enough to serve, capable enough to choose restraint. We're not creating weak believers who hide behind humility while being useless to everyone around them. We're creating controlled beasts, people who can handle pressure, who can carry weight, who can fight when necessary, and choose peace when possible. Every time you choose another rep when your body begs to stop, you're building capacity. Every time you control that capacity instead of unleashing it recklessly, you're building character. Capacity without character is dangerous. Character without capacity is useless. You need both. When you walk out of here today, you're going to face tests. Someone will disrespect you. Can you control your response? Something will trigger your appetite. Can you control your indulgence? Your mind will want to spiral. Can you control your thoughts? You can. Not because you're disciplined enough, but because you're strong enough to handle the power God gives you through His Spirit. The fitness world says discipline equals freedom. They're right, but the Bible goes deeper. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Galatians 5:1. You're not disciplining yourself to prove something. You're disciplining yourself so you're free to serve God and others without your own weakness getting in the way. Build the beast, then control it. That's temperance. That's biblical character. That's the warrior the world needs. Push through, not to become someone who uses power recklessly, but someone who carries power responsibly, the kind of person others can trust, the kind of person God can use. Legion of the Lamb. Servants united in His word.